Yeah, it's another good win for us. Any win in this conference is a good win. It looked a little bit different for us today. Thought TCU did a really good job defensively of kind of keeping us off of our rhythm. But our kids did what they needed to do, and I wasn't very pleased with the way we finished the game. I thought we got pretty casual. But again, credit to TCU and, just keeping us off our rhythm. But we'll take the win.
During the second quarter and third quarter, TCU kind of did what you guys did against Baylor, switched from zone to man almost every possession. How have you guys kind of adjusted to that throughout the game?
Yeah, we knew that they were going to do that. That's just something that they do, and they're good at it. We worked on it in practice and did a good job for the most part. But again, I thought just being too casual with the ball, casual away from the ball. So definitely a lesson for us that we got to be better at next time.
How have you seen Naomie blossom the last 4 games? After the Kansas game where she had no points, now she's averaging 20 a game last 4 games. How have you seen her kind of flourish in the Big 12 play?
Well, she's a really smart player and smart person, and she has the heart of a lion. So early in those first 2 games, I didn't see that. She kind of forgot who she was, I think, for a minute. But once she realized that she wasn't being true to herself, and then learning, just what it takes in this conference, how aggressive you have to be, and how aggressive other teams are going to be against you. I think she's done an amazing job at adjusting and, learning from those 2 games, and then taking that, moving forward, and just being Mimi, getting back to who she is.
Your turnovers kind of taken an uptick last few games. What's been that like, having so many turnovers the last few games, and how are you adjusting to that?
Well, the turnovers have come in different ways. Texas is going to make you turn it over different than what TCU is. And I think the thing that I was really proud of, Baylor, we had early turnovers and then, made the adjustment throughout the rest of the game. I think we started the first quarter with like 7 turnovers and then finished the game with 16 or something like that. So I think our kids have done a good job of adapting. Today, it was just kind of a different type of game, different flow. I just keep going back to being casual. And it's just something we got to continue to learn from.
With Taylon, what was it like for you sort of learning her early and realizing all the different variety of things that she can do?
It was a lot of fun. She's such a fun player to coach. I don't think I've ever had a more athletic player than what Taylon is. And it's been fun for me, challenging for me, just figuring out how to best position her to be successful, because she is a unique player. She scores off her athleticism. She scores off of offensive putbacks, defense turning into offense. And so just helping her understand where she's at her best, because it does look a little bit different for her. But she's been great for us and really just an anchor for us defensively.
Is the play where she blocks the shot, catches the outlet for the easy layup, is that sort of the epitome of what she is?
That's exactly who she is. And when she's doing that, we're a really good basketball team. And it's just fun to sit back and watch plays like that.
Naomie said on that play she almost didn't go with the overhand pass. Says you're not a fan of that.
Not when Mimi passes it. I've seen too many of those sail out of bounds, so she knows better.
What do you think enabled this group to come together and build the chemistry that you all have so quickly?
I think it's a couple things. I think number one, just experience. All the 5th-year players that we have who understand what this level is like, playing together. Playing through a conference season. What we didn't have was Big 12 experience. And I think we kind of needed to get popped in the mouth early in order to figure out and adapt to what it looks like. Experience is one thing, Big 12 experience is another, but they're smart. And because of that experience that they all have, they knew, the changes that needed to be had. And then as far as them coming together, they've been such a fun group to be around. I mean, they click as well as any team I've ever coached. And that was from the summer, right when we really, actually, I'll back up. It was really in the recruiting process. They all came here for the same reason. They all came here on a mission to lay a great foundation. And they want to play in March. I mean, all those fifth years, they want to finish their career out playing in March in an NCAA tournament. And so I think when you have like-minded people on a like-minded mission, it's a really fun and special thing to be a part of because they're willing to make sacrifices for each other. And we're just loving the process. We're loving the journey right now.
In what ways do you think your team has stepped up the most going into this second season, as you called it earlier on? And how do you think that poses more of a threat against other Big 12 teams going on?
We just focus on us. Before every game, every day of practice, we talk about us versus us. And we're really not focused on the other teams that we're playing. Obviously, there's a scout and we have to know certain tendencies and things, but we're just focused on being our best self. And we know when we're playing at our best, we're rebounding, we're playing fast, we're being aggressive offensively, turning defense into offense, all those things. And so I think that they've just done a great job of understanding, who we are and then really holding true to that. And I'm so spoiled right now because I have a very great player-led team. I see them leading in moments when, I'm not, whether that's in practice, things that I know are being said in the locker room. And that's just a really fun thing as a coach to know that your players are leading when maybe I'm not or the coaching staff isn't.
On that, is it from everyone or is it just a specific group?
I think it is from everyone in their own way. I'll talk about Makaira Tramble, who didn't play tonight. I mean, she was the best vocal leader that we had, and she was in a boot, but they all just understand their role, and they each lead in their own unique ways. Some of them are emotional leaders. Some of them are vocal. Some of them, going to be a little more quiet, but they're going to show up and they're just going to lead by example. And so what we're all experiencing now is just all those gifts really coming together.
Anything else?
Sorry, one more quick one. A lot of coaches would look at Lior's numbers and say, I got to put her in the starting lineup. But you seem to really like, and it's working obviously really well, to have her as your number 6. What do you like about that?
Well, it's just fun having a player come off the bench that is such a great weapon, and to see teams, respond and react when she gets in the game. I mean, that's a great advantage for us. We didn't know what we didn't know at the beginning of this year, having so many new faces. Early on, everything came down to defense and matchups, and it just kind of happened like that. And then our kids have done a great job with the consistency that we've had in that lineup. So if it's broke, we're not going to fix it. That's just kind of, we don't look too much into who starts and who doesn't. And our team all understands that it's not all about that. And I think Lior's had a great attitude about it.
Thank you all.
You're 5 games into Big 12. Your first game, no points. Now you're averaging 20 a game. I mean, what's been the adjustment since that first game?
I just think the mentality and the approach, being okay with my role and just not shy away from it, being comfortable and just stepping into it. I got to be aggressive and just have a lion-type mentality all the time. I just think that's just what it is.
Was there an adjustment in that comfort level for you coming here?
Here? Oh, yeah. I mean, girls are bigger, faster, stronger. That's a fact. Like, Big 12 is known to be way more athletic. So that was an adjustment, but just stick with it, I guess. That's it.
Naomie, from your perspective, coming from outside into here, what has been the key to building the chemistry the way that you have so quickly?
That's just what as a team, I don't think there is a key. I think it starts first with the people, having good people around. I mean, the girls were great. First of all, it started individually, and they're all like great, amazing person. And I just think that it's just coming together. I mean, we did have lots of team times and, team bonding together, getting to know each other. But I don't even know if there's actually a
Definitely
key
come
for
with
it.
Basketball, like digging into each other deeper, getting to know someone outside of just like
Right.
who they are as a player.
Lexi, from your perspective, having been here and then all these new people coming in, did you think it could happen this quickly?
Honestly, no. Like, this team is like so special. Like, outside of basketball, we're so close. Like, they're gonna be the first people I call if I need help with something or anything. Really, like, we talk all the time. We're doing random stuff all the time. It's just like we're really truly sisters and family. We care more about who they are as a person than they like, even more than a player, honestly.
This is both for
Both of you. Hoyt says that, I mean, it's by committee for the points every night. Is that also for leadership on and off the court?
1,000%. We keep, even the people that are the youngest, the new girls, we keep saying, if you got something to say, just say it. She repeated all the time, best teams are the player-led
Player-led teams.
And that is the truth. Everybody's smart at this level. Everybody has something to say. Everybody can add to the table. So leadership, everybody, it's not she's high up, nah. And even us between players, we kind of encourage that type of chemistry. So, yeah.
Have you guys heard anything from Hannah and Praise as well?
You said what?
Have
Sorry.
you heard from Hannah and Praise in that role as well?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's like praise is more like in going hard,
Yes.
1,000%. Hannah will say because she played at this level, she will say the right things to say at the right time. So yeah.
How are you guys going to handle momentum going into a tough road stretch the next 2 games? How do you keep that momentum going?
I think we've put ourselves in a really good position, and situation just going in, giving us confidence, going on the road. We've stolen on the road already, and I think that's a really big momentum switch for us. But I think just like the mindset, Coach Jacie always says, like, be the lion, not the alligator. Like, be the one that's hunting, don't be hunted. And I think that's just the mentality we have to take on the road.
As you guys continue to climb Big 12, how do you become still the hunting instead of the hunted?
I know for me, it was hard coming into conference last year and losing a lot of games. So, that's motivation in itself. And honestly, just laying the foundation for this program, that's something that's really motivating. It's not fun losing games. And it on the road is hard, especially when you have a stretch. So, you have to steal as many as you can.
Naomie, there was a couple of different points where you and Talon were kind of working together. One, she blocks a shot, you find her on the other end. There was another time she found you on the wing for a 3. Talk about Talon and kind of her versatility, all the different things she can do.
She tough. I keep saying it, to me, Talon in the Big 12 is probably one of the toughest players to play against. She's not just a rebounder. She's not just a pull-up jumper. She's not just a shot blocker. Like that play, she literally jump up, block it, and she's the first one down. It's fun to play with her because you know that you will always get her best of every single day. And I don't know, she's super athletic, so for me that likes to pass the ball, it's super fun to play with. I just have to throw it up there and she got it. No, I mean, she's just tough. She's tough, that's it.
You got a almost full length pass. You ever thrown a ball like that, football?
Yeah. First of all, I got to talk about this, and I hope that Coach Jacie will hear that thing. So that pass, so she's not really a big fan of that. And whenever I passed it, as soon as I passed it, I literally looked at her because I remember at UMKC, if I would throw it like that, she would make the girls run, and I had to be on the sideline. So it was funny because I was like, do it? No. Do it? Yes, do it. And I just threw it, and I looked at her. We made eye contact, and then she just laughed. So it can work sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
For either one of you that wants to answer, obviously the way that Lior is shooting the ball here lately and really most of the season has been really helpful. But what does it mean, especially to have her coming off the bench in that role that she plays, sort of as your number 6?
Our depth is what makes us so special. It's not just 1 through 5, it is the whole roster. So Lior coming off being a spark is something a lot of teams don't have, and I think that's something that makes us really, really good. And if you can have a 6th player coming out that's that confident, that's even more of a confidence booster for your whole team. And that's a spark in itself, just the confidence.
How helpful is it for you guys? Because usually when she's coming on, she's getting double teamed right off the bat. How helpful is it for you as sharpshooters yourselves?
Yeah, it helps us because she gets that type of attention. But, I mean, if you guys saw it, they double team her. It don't matter. Leora is just going to be Leora. She's just going to shoot the ball. So I don't think we change our plan. We don't change it. We keep doing what we do. And that's it. She's so confident that regardless, she's just going to shoot it. So, yeah.
How comfortable I know you guys had a couple struggles with the turnovers last few games, a couple more than you guys are used to with the zone. How comfortable are you guys playing in a zone now, against the zone, on offense?
I think we're a 3-point shooting team. And I think when we embrace that role, we're really, really good. Jacie talks about it all the time. That's who we are. That's our identity. But really, I don't think we struggle necessarily against the zone. I think our struggle comes when we don't hunt our shots. And she says it all the time. Like, when we're passive, we're not good. And so that's where our struggles come in any defense we're playing against.